Last time on iHeart Pickleball, we met the Dawsons at the Bobby Riggs Tennis Club. This month, we travel to Simi Valley, California to hear the story of Jack Monroe and how a pickleball community can raise the stars of tomorrow. iHeart Pickleball is powered by Highlands Leg Cramps, proud supporter of pickleball players everywhere.
As an ambassador, when I go to other tournaments and everything, I always brag about Jack.
He's a great player, great sportsman.
One of my favorite pickleball players of all time is Jack Monroe.
I'm Jack Monroe. I just turned 13 years old. I started playing pickleball when I was 10 years old. I really love sports. I grew up playing baseball, basketball. If I see a ball, I'll figure out a way to make a game out of it. After a tournament in baseball, I did a lot of throwing that weekend and fractured my growth plate, and so that kind of stopped me from playing baseball. I found my dad playing this sport called pickleball at our club.
I was playing tennis for 35 years, and I got to admit, I had a total adversarial relationship with pickleballers because we heard the clop, clop, clop at the country club. My buddy talked me into it. Went out first day, hooked.
Jack just had an injury and the doctor said he can't play baseball, he can't play basketball right now, so he was at home just doing nothing, and Jason was out playing this pickleball thing and was like, I want to go see what Dad's doing, and I said, okay. He was watching and he just was like, okay, he goes, I can do this, so we literally put a paddle in his hand and then just fell in love with it, and then he wanted to go out and play with Jason.
After I would be done playing my matches, come on, Dad, can you hit with me?
So we would show up afterwards, and they would just hit probably for half an hour.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get him out there and see it, and he loved it.
I like how it's a combination of games that I like. I like ping pong, I like tennis, I like badminton. Pickleball, it's like you could slow the ball down, you could speed it up at any time you want.
It was just such a different sport for him, and I think it suited his personality better.
And so I had a sling on my right hand, which my right hand's my dominant hand. So I came out and hit with my dad left-handed.
And that, ironically, is how he learned how to play pickleball left-handed.
And got healthy enough to use his right hand, and now he uses both. Yeah. And he all stayed with it.
Once we came, I started playing with them, and then we got better and better, and then the people at the club, we were just getting better than them.
And next thing you know, outgrew our country club where we played because their level was on a lower level basis, and had to start the pilgrimage to go find better players, which led us to Simi Valley.
My name is Doug Gale. I'm the Director of Recreation for the Rancho Simi Recreation and Park District. Simi Valley has become a real pickleball mecca.
We have such a huge group, and we have all varieties of people. We have families that come out, we have the young people come out.
A lot of the people out there, it's just become a big part of their life, like it has mine.
We bring in players from all over the area. San Fernando Valley, Santa Clarita.
I live in Westlake Village, California, and I've been coming here purposely 20 miles one way for the last 6 years to play this crazy game.
Everybody seems to want to come to Simi to play because this is where the competition is in Simi Valley.
They would get 50 to 60 people out there on a Saturday or Sunday, obviously all various levels. So we had spoken to Jack and said, look, if we can get you to a certain point, we'll try to integrate you with some of the lower level players, be polite, be nice.
Etiquette was a big
do the
one.
etiquette, that's a biggie.
The Simi people were amazing because they literally welcomed him in. Anytime they saw Jack come onto the courts, they would let him come into their games.
They really took me under their wing, everyone.
Kathy did a lot of the legwork in terms of introducing him and saying, give this kid a shot. Show your Simi welcome to this. Let's bring him in, let's flourish this kid and see where it goes.
He's usually the youngest, but he is so much fun and such a fantastic player, and will play with everybody.
Back then, like most places, you have a hierarchy of courts, and he started working up the courts. Little by little, he outgrew the previous set of people.
As I got better and better, I kept going up the courts. So like court 1 was the court that was like all like where my dad was playing, where all the good players were playing, and I was down at court 4. I used to think like, these people, I was like, how am I ever gonna beat them?
The next thing you know, heck, he ran out of courts. Now he's playing with all the biggest and best players in our area, and he fits right in.
My first tournament was Melba Bishop 2-3 years ago.
On their website, it's normal minimum ages of 18. So I had to email the tournament director and say, hey, I have a 10-year-old child that would like to play in your tournament. Can you please allow him to play? And thank God Melba Bishop did.
I was scared when I got on that court. I didn't know how good I would be. I didn't know who I was playing against.
As he played his first match, everybody was like, you know, who is that kid? That's a kid.
I gotta play a 10-year-old.
You know, I got to play a 10-year-old. And everybody, you know, says, okay, how good could a 10-year-old be? Well, he's entering and they're like, wow, he's pretty good.
The See Me people, like, they were cheering me on every point. They were like, good shot, Jack, and that helped me.
People are astonished when they see him play. The kid will filter information concerning the game like a computer and execute just what he's seen and win games.
And that was his first tournament he ever played as a self-rated 4-0 with Ryan Kaltman.
I got a gold. I mean, I think I wouldn't have done it without the See Me people and my partner and literally my mom, my dad.
He won that tournament and he came back and he was on a high, because the great thing about See Me Pickleball is anytime you come back to the courts that following Monday, everybody's out there to like congratulate you. I heard you got a medal. I heard you got a, like, everybody's very congratulatory and everybody's very positive with each other.
After playing the 4-0s, I saw the 5-0s play and I saw them whacking balls, like slowing it down, slamming them. I went to a tournament and I saw Kyle Yates play. Like, I saw him do the through the leg shot, and so I just kept working on that, and I was like, how do you do that? These people are really good, and that's what I aspired to be. My huge dream was to become a 5-0, and so after that, I was really wanting to improve my game.
In the very first year and a half, though, he went out. If he wasn't playing, he was drilling. During the day in the summer times, we would go out from about 8:30 to about noon. And then after that, we would go back out at about 3, and we would drill from 3 to about 4:30. Dad would get off work at about 5, and then we would all play family pickleball from 5 to 10.
Whenever I had time after school, whenever on the weekend, I was like, let's just go out and play. I kept waking up my mom, like when she was sleeping, like, come on, Mom, let's play, let's play. I rushed through my homework and I tried to get to the pickleball courts as soon as possible.
So at Jack's school, I was doing some research, and I found that they have an independent study, and instead of taking a PE course, he would be dismissed from school an hour early to go and practice pickleball.
Independent PE was a chance to play pickleball more often. I mean, it's helped my game, it's given me some more time, it's just helped me in every way.
And his coach was Doug Gale.
Doug Gale is he's kind of like my teacher, my mentor. He teaches me, he tells me what I'm doing wrong, he helps me a lot.
I think Jack Monroe and just how much he's improved just this last 3/4 of a year. What is he, gonna become? Now he's getting more power to his game.
He didn't want to just play men's doubles, he wanted to play singles, he wanted to play mixed, he wanted to do anything that he could enter, any division he could enter is what he wanted to do.
I learned so much from a tournament. Every time I come back, I'm like, Mom, I want to work on this today. I want to really work on getting that flip third shot down, or just like stuff like that.
And then he was playing up in the 4-5s with Brett Booker. Brett kind of took him underneath his wing, and they played a few tournaments together. They did very well together at Tustin and Melba.
And
I think the tournament director saw him play and said, yeah, no, this kid belongs up a level.
I got the 5-0 letter when I was at home, and I remember running to my mom like, what does this mean?
It was the email saying that he had got bumped up.
We both thought that it must have been a mistake.
Maybe, they didn't realize that you're 12 or something.
That was a huge goal for me. I really thought that that would never happen, but after doing that, I mean, going from 4-0 to 5-0 and not that long of a period was really, it was a dream come true. I mean, like, I never thought I'd be there.
He's a very strong 5-0 level player now, and playing with just nationally known people, and he's been exposed to some very high level and has increased his abilities unbelievable this year.
So many of these people have taken him under his wing. Now from Mills Miller to Wes Gabrielson, Kyle, that have taken him in and given him tidbits of information and how to play and been kind enough to play with him. It's just amazing.
I would be nowhere right now if it wasn't for everyone who helped me out and took me under their wing.
When he's out on the pickleball courts, the See Me people, they love to laugh with him, they love to have fun with him, and I think it takes special people like Doug Gale. It takes special people like Kathy Kaufman, I think it takes a village to raise one child, and in this stance, it takes a village to raise a great pickleball player.
One thing that's unique about pickleball in Simi Valley is it's very multi-generational. We have people from Jack Monroe's age, and we go all the way up to 70s and 80s.
Age does not matter when it comes to pickleball. I mean, no one goes like, oh, he's 13, I'm not going to play with him. I recently played with Joanne Russell in the US Open. We got gold. Joanne's 62, 63.
It's such a journey that we've all seen. We feel a part of it, and it makes us feel really good and proud to have him here at Simi Valley.
I can't wait to watch, what's going to happen with him.
Jack Monroe is now 13, and he is a energetic, positive, fun-loving, easygoing, very mellow, super fun, and witty child. A lot of people think that he's an old soul, but there are times where he'll be on the court and he is funny and he makes people laugh and he acts like his age.
On the court, I mean, I can be competitive. I usually am on the court, but I mean, off the court, I'm 13, I'm still 13. I love having fun, and pickleball's so much fun. It's a perfect life for me.
No matter where you are, pickleball can bring us together to celebrate community, learn new things, and have fun. If you know someone we should feature on a future episode, we would love to hear from you. All you have to do is send us an email and tell us your idea. This episode of I Heart Pickleball has been brought to you by Hyland's Leg Cramps, America's #1 over-the-counter leg cramp medicine. For more information, go to hylands.com.